Oh, okay. Learning. That way? That way? Which side do you want me on? Leave your comments down below. Today I've had my second day of lectures, another 5 hours, and we were looking at using illustrations in our speeches. And yes, well, I'm trying to think of the new word that I learned today. Actually, I'm going to turn up the lighting. Oh, it's so bright. Oh, my eyes. Okay. Yeah, extemporaneously. I've learned how to speak extemporaneously. And then I realized, actually, I've been doing this the whole time with the YouTube videos. I don't script these, I just talk. And that's not true. I've scripted lots of them. But ones like this, where I can't be bothered to prepare, or I don't have time to prepare, I'm just, rolling the camera and speaking. Shall I try this? Oh, it's Thursday today, is it? It's Thursday today. Let's call it Theology Thursday and see how long that lasts for. And see if I remember next week. Today we improvised a sermon on Luke chapter 15, which contains the parable of the lost sheep. And Jesus was speaking. I'm not looking at a Bible, by the way. I'm doing this from memory. And Jesus was speaking to tax collectors and sinners, and all these Pharisees and law keepers were there complaining that Jesus was eating with sinners. And Jesus gave the parable of the lost sheep, which I will now contemporize for you extemporaneously. Will I? Okay, no, I'll tell you a different story and then I'll tie it back. November 2012, last year, there was a huge news story. A Texas-based company went bankrupt. They were called Hostess, and as a consequence, one of America's best-selling products, I think, I really don't know, the Twinkie, was going off the shelves. And so people started hoarding them. They were going to the supermarkets, buying what was left, putting them on eBay, and even buying them off eBay for hundreds of times the original price. I don't know how much a Twinkie costs. I'm not one of them, but I imagine that's a couple of $100, and people were paying that to get the last Twinkie. They desired those last Twinkies so much that they would abandon all other reasonable cream-filled baked goods to get hold of a Twinkie before it vanished. And in much the same way, Jesus told a parable about a shepherd who had 100 sheep, and one of them went astray. And in the story, the shepherd would go and leave his 99 sheep and go as far as it takes to find the lost sheep, even carrying that sheep on his shoulders to bring him back to the herd. And after that, there would be celebration, rejoicing in heaven. We also discussed that actually rejoicing probably meant they had a huge feast, although we doubt that they had sheep to eat or Twinkies. Well, that was a fun Theology Thursday. I'm going to leave it here. I think I've stayed in the frame for most of the video. I'm using the different camera today, as you can tell. I think this is my bedroom, by the way, only the top half. And I'm going to do some preparations for my wedding, which is coming up this summer. I need to find a photographer near Buckinghamshire and make some invitations. I've got some crafty things to play with, including a new knife. And what else? There's another thing. I'll figure it out. Peace.